we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 11, Palmer.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You look at this Steeler defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On 2, ready?
Second down and 8.
11.
They go play action with Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1, ready?
Now Burrow on first down. Looking deep here for Chase.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Steelers, nothing. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football, and they coughed it up. But luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. Now Pickett, changing the play. Second and 6.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Pickett completes this one out wide quickly. 7 yards there and a first down. The Steelers at a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
First and 10, here's Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go that sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
On second down, this is Harris. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Here's 2nd and 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Pickett with a quick throw out wide.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Pickett looking to throw on second down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett.
That is incomplete. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
It's fourth down.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now they go play action now. Burrow looking deep here for Chase. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Bengals 14, Steelers 3. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
They're not out now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Second down, here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris.
And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Pickett to throw on first down.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Boston, the man in motion left.
Pickett throwing again on second down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Pickett now from the gun here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
Now Pickett looking to change things up.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Let's go.
2nd and 12.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Skirts by at the 15. But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They run again with Harris. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
From the 5, 3rd and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
11, Thomas. 11, 11. 11, MT. 11, MT. 11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines rolling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Hey, we got to keep scoring.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And Burrow going to change the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go.
This 2nd and 4.
12, 11 MT, take. 11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So, my man, I pose this question to you. How do you get to be the number 2 defense against the rush in the NFL?
Be better than number 3, I guess.
Okay, right.
And make plays like that, right?
Well, you know, you're right. At its basic, be better than number 3, but you really nailed it. Make plays like that on a consistent basis.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Ready up.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Steelers 17. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Pickett sets up play action.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Steelers 17.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
And Pickett going to move his guys around.
Rocco switch. Rocco switch. Check. Hey. Go.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
3rd and 8.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now Pickett.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. 47-yard punt, a return of 4.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
11.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Burrow on play action. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is You know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. They hand this off to Harris. Down to the 22-yard line.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
60 license, 60 license. Rocco 80.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Hey, flag, you're up. Hurt, hurt. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Track at 60. Big Lion. Hut, hut.
Here's Pickett.
Washington's got it. He stiff arms him, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
11 MT, 11 MT.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Chase Brown, 58 yards. And the Bengals have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Reload. Reload.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Pickett changing to play.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
37-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. In motion left, Robinson.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
2nd and 15.
11. Thomas.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Burrow. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Austin. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 98 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Now Pickett looking to change things up.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Now here's another carry for Harris. Avoids him at the 40. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9. Now a give, running left is Harris. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4.
Bronco switch. 60 by 6, 60 by 19.
Back to throw, Pickett.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Max Crosby able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here we go.
This is 2nd and 8.
11, 11, 11.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Chase Brown
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And Pickett going to move his guys around.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. He's got this to Pickens.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ready?
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Now Pickett.
And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Looking to throw here. Pickett.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stop.
An inside give, Brown. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter, because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
24. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Check go.
Pickett. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Dragon 60. Riggs. Warriors 70.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
On 2. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Running right, here's Brown.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
On 1, ready?
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Brown. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Bengals, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
All